Hi guys, welcome back. And if you're new on this channel, my name is Eustace. So in today's video, I'm just going to show you how to change your photo from this to this. So yeah, this is a complete retouching video. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how I remove the blemishes, how I do the teeth and eye whitening, how I do the dodge and bend, how I do the frequency separation, how I sharpen my images, and how I color grade my images. Yes, so if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and smash that bell icon so that when I put up my next video, you will be notified. So if you want to see how I shot this photo, I have a video for this same photo shoot. I'll put it in the description. You should watch it after this one. So let's do this. So the first thing that I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove the blemishes. I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to come here. Then I'm gonna select the healing brush. Then I'm going to Alt. Then I'll sample this clean part, and then I'll replace this hair with the clean part. I'll do the same to this one. I want to sample this one. Then I'll clean it up like that. Then I'll sample this part, and then I'll clean this part. Then I'll sample this part and I'll clean this part. Okay, so we don't have a lot of things to remove from my face. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the frequency separation. Let me zoom it out a bit and then I'll merge it. Control Shift Alt A. So the frequency separation is just a process of separating the high frequency, aka the texture, aka the details, from the low frequency, aka the colors, or I'll just call it the smoothness of the skin. This is the process where you separate the high frequency from the low frequency so that you can work on each frequency individually without affecting the other frequency. The high frequency, aka the texture frequency, aka the details. This one just contains the details of the skin. The low frequency, aka the colors, aka the smoothness, contains the colors of the skin. If you apply the Gaussian blur or the radius, the colors are going to be squeezed. They are going to be apart from each other. So we're going to use the brush, the mixer brush, to mix the colors together to make them blend. I'm going to learn my frequency separation action. I'll put it in the description where you can just download it and use it. After you download and you install it, just go to action panel here and then look for EK frequency separation 2 and then just play it. Just click on it. So it's gonna ask you the radius that you want to use. Reduce the radius to 0.1 and then choose the area in the photo where you see a lot of texture. In this case, I'll choose this. Start increasing the radius value until you stop seeing those textures. 18 is too much. I think I'll just go for 10. Then I'll click OK. So I'm going to mix the colors. I'm going to select mixer brush. I'm going to go on the brushes. Then I'll select mixer brush. I'm going to select the low frequency copy and then I'll start mixing the colors. So mix the colors according to where the colors are. So don't mix like you get the highlights here and then you mix them with the shadows like this. It's not going to make sense. So let me undo this, Control Z. Mix the colors according to where the colors are. So the highlights, I'm going to mix the highlights with the highlights. The highlights with the highlights. And I'm going to mix the shadows with the shadows. The brush settings, I'll put them on the screen where you can just see them. These are before, these are after, these are before, these are after. So I'll keep mixing the colors. Let me switch off the high frequency so that you can see what's happening. So I've switched off the high frequency. So these are the colors that we are mixing. These colors, trying to make them match or blend. Keep doing that. And I'm going to speed up the process. Let's switch on the high frequency and then let's zoom it out a bit, and let's do the before and after, the before, after, the before and after, before and after. So I'll keep mixing the colors and then I'm going to speed up the process. Out a bit. So the next thing that I'm going to do before I do the dodge and burn, I'm going to do the eye whitening. So I'm going to go on my action panel, then I'm going to choose my teeth and eye whitening. I'll put it in the description where you can download it. So I'll select this. I'm going to open the folder. I'm going to select photo filter. This time I'm going to select just a normal brush, the brush tool. Now zoom it in again. My flow is at 100%, opacity 100%, and then the foreground color is set to black, so I'll set it to white so that if I paint on a black layer mask, it's gonna show the photo filter adjustments. I have a video about teeth and eye whitening. I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it somewhere on top where you can just watch it. Let's proceed. Zoom it out. Let me save it, Control S. I'll reduce the opacity, maybe 85%. Then I'll zoom it in again. And now this time I'm going to do the dodge and burn. So I'm going to learn my dodge and burn checker. And then this one is just going to show me the place where I'm supposed to dodge and the place where I'm supposed to burn. So the dark part is a place where I'm supposed to burn. Bright part is I'm supposed to dodge. Then I'm gonna run my dodge and burn action. Then I'll open it and then I'll start with the dodge. I'm going to disable the frequency separation folder so that I can just see the original photo. And then I'm gonna select the brush. I'm going to set my flow to 2, opacity to 100, and then make the brush a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to start with the dodge. So I'm going to dodge the highlights, the brighter part. So I'm going to disable my dodge and burn checker so that I can see what's happening now. So this is a before, so after. So I'm going to zoom it in again, and then I'll keep dodging and burning. So I'm going to select my burn and I'm going to bend the shadows. Make the brush a little bit bigger and then start burning the shadows. So let me zoom it out a bit. These are before, these are after, these are before, these are after. So zoom it in a bit and then I'm going to reduce the opacity of the dodge and the opacity of the burn to maybe 25%. Let me enable the frequency separation folder, 20% for the dodge, and then the opacity for the burn, take it to 25%. I'm going to proceed with the dodge and burning. Zoom it in again, and then the brush and burn checker. So before, so after, zoom it in. I think I'm done. If I say I'm supposed to dodge and burn, I'm gonna come to that place and then I'm gonna dodge and burn it. The next thing that I'm going to do another dodge and burn, but this time it's for the lips, the eyes, and other things. So I'm gonna go to dodge and burn, then I'll open the folder, then I'm going to select the dodge, then I'm going to select the brush, then enable the dodge and burn checker, then I'll dodge the lips just a bit. So before, so after, so before, so after. Then I'm going to burn the shadows. So it's a before, so after. So I'll reduce the opacity of the burn, -40, the dodge, -80, sorry, 80%, this is 40%. So before, so after, before, so after. So I'm going to do another dodge and burn. Before, so after. I'll reduce the opacity just a bit. Let's check our before, everything, and after. So this is our before, so after, so before, so after. So the next thing that I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the color grading. I'll start with my LUTs as a basic. So I'm going to go to adjustments, and then I'm going to select color lookup. Then I'm going to go to load 3D LUTs, and then I'm going to go to load 3D LUTs, and then start with the basic. So this is our basic, 100%, no. Then casino, go on. I'm going to start with velvet, no. Signature 7, pilot, and then fader. We have Codro. So the effect is too much, so you just have to reduce the opacity. I'll put the vintage LUT pack 2.0 in the description, you can check it out. So I'm gonna go with the basic. This is just more like a foundation of where I'm supposed to start from. Then let me just reduce the opacity to 15%. I'm going to go to adjustments and then select selective color. I'm gonna push yellows, -15, let's see. So before, so after, so before, so -15, the reds, -5, so before, so after, zoom it in, so before, after, before, after, let me save it. So I'm going to add an adjustment, the curve adjustment, then I'm going to select this hand tool here, then I'll select the shadows, dark part, then I'm going to select it, and then I'll select the highlights, the bright part, so it's up before, so after, so before, so after, so before, so after. And zoom it out a bit. So I'm going to go to adjustments, and then I'm going to select the color balance. So I'm going to go to shadows to add a little bit of that bluish, -2, reduce the cyan, -2. I'm going to go to midtones, then I'm going to add a little bit of cyan, and then the yellows, just a little bit of the yellows. Then I'm going to go to highlights, then I'm going to select the highlights, -2, and then the blue +5, magenta. So I'll reduce the opacity just a bit, maybe 50%. After, so before, so after. So let me just reduce the dodge and burn, -15. Save. Let me just boost these colors just a bit. So I'm going to make a new layer, then I'll choose the brush, and I'll sample this color here, put the opacity back to 100%, and then paint it there. Then I'll paint another one here. Then I'm going to go to blending options, and then I'm going to select soft light. So before, so after, so before, so after. So I'm going to make another adjustment. I'm going to add another adjustment. Then I'm going to add the levels adjustments. Then I'll clip the level adjustments to the layer that we just created. So I'm going to clip it here. I want to make that makeup a little bit darker. I'm going to choose, I want to go to 30%. And let's reduce the opacity to 35%. Let's save it. Let's see our before and after. So before, so after, so before, so after. I'm going to match everything together. I'm going to select adjustment on top. Then I'm going to Alt Control Shift E. So I'm going to go to my action panel, and then I'm going to sharpen a few things. So I'm going to sharpen the overall image, and then I'm going to sharpen the eyes and the lips. So I'm going to select the image sharpen. I'm going to play that. Zoom it in 0.5. Okay, just reduce opacity of this to maybe 90%. Zoom it in. Then I'm going to merge everything together. I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to hold Alt, Control Shift E. Then I'm going to zoom it in. Then I'm going to do the high sharpening. I'm going to put 0.5. If you want my action, you can contact me. You can make a plan. I can sell them to you. So I'm going to select the brush, and then I'll select the layer mask, and then I'll select the brush, and then zoom it out. Then I'll reduce the opacity maybe to 10%. Zoom it in. Just paint the lips. Let me reduce the opacity to 80%, and then I'll save it. So before, so after, before. So zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, we're done. Thank you guys for watching, and if you learned something from the video, or if you just like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done that already, and smash that bell icon so that when I put up my next video, you will be notified. See you in the next one. Peace out.